Okay, imagine somebody comes to your shop, goes straight to your machine, and resets all your tension knobs, okay? Going all the way to the right. For some of us who have our tensions dialed in perfectly, okay, you don't want anybody to even get close to it, this would be a nightmare. Now, for others that maybe don't have their tensions dialed in perfectly, okay, you might actually want to reset all of your tensions. Okay, so what I'm doing here, I'm going all the way to the right, tightening it up all the way up. Okay, so this is just worst case scenario. Somebody came in and resetted our tensions. So the plan for today is to reset all of my tension to get my bobbin exactly where it has to be. So let's start with step number 1. I just resetted all of my tensions, okay? But what I'm going to do now, step number 1, is I want to align my tension so it could be flat on my screw. Okay, so for step number 1, I want to align my screw with this knob here so it could be flush. Okay, as you can see here, I went all the way clockwise, all right? So it's all the way down to the bottom. Now, I want to get it flush. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's get all of our knobs nicely flush with each other. And this is just resetting all of our knobs. Okay, I have all my screws nice and flush with the knobs. Okay, now let's do these top ones here. Let's do the same thing. Now, I resetted everything flat to normal. Okay, we're starting from ground zero here. Let's go ahead now with step number 2. Okay, now we are going to focus down here to our bobbin. Okay, let me introduce you to one of the most important tool that you want to have on hand to do your tension test. Okay, this is the Towa bobbin case tension gauge. All right, very, very useful. Let me show you how useful it is if we want to set our bobbin. Okay, so we have our bobbin here. All right, of course you want to clean it. Okay, before running a test, I have a cardstock paper. Okay, thick paper here. And I'm just gonna kind of slide it in. Okay, you could double it up also. Pretty much just any lint that's stuck in there. Okay, pretty much cleans it out. And we're going to insert the thread, turn it. When you pull on it, it should move clockwise. We are going to insert it into this bobbin housing. All right, click. We hear that click. Okay, and I actually turned our bobbin clockwise, so it's nice and tight right now. Okay, so all we're going to do is simply pull it. Okay, and we're all the way down. All right, so what we want to do, we want to loosen it up. Okay, so here you have axis. You have 2 screws here. Okay, we have 2 screws on the bobbin. You want to adjust the bigger screw, not the smaller screw. The bigger screw is the one that's controlling our tension. So we want to loosen it. So we're going lefty. Okay, just kind of like a quarter turn. I want to be at about 150 on my gauge here. All right, so when I'm going, I'm at about 250 right now. Okay, 250 is pretty good for hats, 3D foam. Okay, that's where I like to be at 250. But this is for flats. It's for polo shirt, towels, beanies. Okay, so I'm going a little bit more loose. All right, now I'm right here at about 150. Okay, you want to keep a constant pull, and when your number is steady, that's your number. Okay, so we're a little bit below 150. I'm just gonna tighten it up a tad bit. Above 150, in between 150, 175, okay, which is good. I'll take that. All right, now with this gauge, it's not like this is 100% accurate where whatever number you read is what you're getting, but it's a good ballpark number. All right, so it'll take you to a good starting point. Okay, once you got that, flip that upside down. Okay, so I got my hoop. I got cutaway, 1, 2, 3 pieces of cutaway. Okay, that's kind of like the thickness of when I'm running something flat. Okay, make sure we're nice and flat, ready to go. Okay, let's go ahead, let's run our eye tests. Okay, so let's take a look at our eye test. So a lot of times you could kind of visualize it and see from the top side. Okay, so it can look good on the top, but let's check the other side. All right, so not very often, okay, not very often. I don't want to make it seem like, hey, I got it off on the first shot. Okay, it's not very often that you do get it on the first shot, but let me tell you this one here, perfect. Okay, perfect. Okay, this one here, perfect. Green, perfect. Silver, perfect. Okay, these first 3 on my left, these are my 40 weight thread. Okay, this here on my right is my 60 weight thread. Okay, so here I might have this one, this silver middle, 60 weight, perfect. This black one here, it might be a little tight on top. It's kind of, we have to be 1/3, right? So 33%. We're probably at, on the sides, probably like 20%, 25%. Okay, so we might want to pull it up a little. And this one here, perfect. Okay, so like you can see, my gauge here, okay, put me in a very perfect ballpark. Okay, now as time goes by, very important, okay, very important with this information here. As time goes by, your tensions would change with the vibration of the equipment. Your tensions are constantly changing. Okay, so if you ever have to adjust your tensions, minor changes, okay, make sure we are using the rules and the theory of the eye test rule, okay, of what I went over with today. Okay, so very good training today. Thank you for stopping by. If you have any questions or anything else, make sure you leave them down below. And of course, make sure you share this video with all your friends, your embroidery community, okay? Because it is guaranteed somebody is going to have tension issues today, okay? That's just the way it works. All right, thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.